Doesn't utility look boring? But it's actually way better than you might think. So you've probably used utility before, maybe to check your mixes in mono or to change some volume without touching the mixer, but I bet you've never used utility like this before. So volume automation is such a powerful tool. You can use it to create some really cool effects like wobbles. You can use it for mixing and a whole bunch of other stuff. And typically you'll probably automatically jump to the track volume and show the automation on that, and then add a wobble in like this, or whatever automation you want. And that works. But as soon as you go to change the volume of the track, you can see now it's gone from red to gray, and that means the automation's deactivated. That makes it hard to change the volume of the track now. So what you can do is grab a utility, drag that on, and automate this gain control instead. And that allows you to change the volume of the track without it deactivating the automation. This is a really good habit to get into, and it's going to save you a lot of problems later on. So automating the gain is awesome for wobbles, but what we can also do to make them sound better is automate this width control here. But what I like to do is drag on a second utility and automate this width, because if I want to turn this automation off, I can just turn it off and still leave the gain automation on. So let's add some wobbles in here. Sorry, some width automation. I'm going to crank this up because I want to emphasize a couple of these width sections. You can hear how these sections here now are really kind of amplified, a little bit wider. Just gives that kind of bounce to that wobble a little bit more. Now, if you guys like these sounds and you want some free presets, hang around to the end of the video because I got a surprise for you. So have you ever heard of that plugin called Pancake? And it allows you to automate the panning to go wherever you want it to go. Well, this is basically the exact same thing. And what you can do is automate this balance control here. And I just basically like doing some random stuff. I don't really have any direction, just kind of bop, bop, bop. The cool thing about this is it allows you to change the panning later on for mixing, and it still doesn't delete the automation from this one. Okay, so this is probably my favorite tip out of the whole lot, and utility is awesome for making your build sound better. And to do this, drag a utility onto your master, and you can automate the width control here, show the automation on that. And I'm just going to put like a down section here. And what this does is it turns the stereo width more mono the closer it gets to the drop. Then when the drop hits, it goes back to full stereo, making it sound bigger. And you can also show the automation on the gain and do a similar thing like this. And this just turns the build down the closer it gets to the chorus. So then when the chorus hits, it just sounds huge. So the last tip is cleaner mixes. Now, with all this panning and stuff like that and all this stereo imaging, we're making things wider. The bass should always sit mono as a rule of thumb. And we can do that by clicking this bass mono section here and changing what part of the bass we want to sit mono. I like doing it around 100. And all that does is it keeps everything below 100 perfectly mono, and then everything else can be panned or widened. Now, I promised you guys something at the end of this video, didn't I? 10 free serum presets from my latest preset pack, Focus. Link on the screen now. Check them out, get your hands on them, let me know what you think of them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.